Every morning, millions unknowingly do this in the bathroom, and it could triple their risk of a heart attack. If you're over 60, these 4 bathroom habits might be silently putting your heart in danger. Are you guilty of any of them? Hi, and this is Better Life After Golden Jubilee, where we help you stay strong, vibrant, and healthy long after 60. Today, we're exposing 4 surprising bathroom habits that can quietly damage your heart, especially for seniors. These are routines you likely do without thinking, but they may be raising your heart risk by up to 300%. The good news? Each one is easily fixable once you know what to change. If you're serious about living your golden years with energy, clarity, and confidence, hit that like button and subscribe. We share practical, doctor-informed wellness tips every single week, just for you. Now let's dive in. Let's start with one of the most overlooked dangers, straining during bowel movements. We've all experienced it at some point, but for seniors, it's more than just a moment of discomfort. It could be a silent trigger for a heart attack. Here's why. When you strain, especially during constipation, you're creating intense pressure inside your abdomen. That pressure doesn't just affect your digestive system. It also causes a sudden spike in blood pressure. For someone with a heart condition or even undiagnosed heart issues, that spike can be incredibly dangerous. Doctors even have a name for it, the Valsalva maneuver. It's when you hold your breath and push during a bowel movement, and it can temporarily stop blood flow to the heart. In healthy adults, the body usually handles it. But for people over 60, especially those with high blood pressure or clogged arteries, this simple act can lead to arrhythmias, fainting, or worse, cardiac arrest. This isn't just theory, it happens. Many seniors have collapsed in the bathroom, and families never realize it was triggered by something as simple as straining on the toilet. But here's the empowering part. You can change this with just a few simple adjustments. First, increase your fiber intake. Most people over 60 aren't getting enough. Adding fiber-rich foods like oatmeal, chia seeds, leafy greens, or prunes to your daily routine can make a huge difference in softening stools naturally. Second, drink more water. Dehydration is a quiet enemy of digestion. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day unless your doctor advises otherwise. Even mild dehydration can make bowel movements harder and more painful, forcing your body to strain. And third, adjust your toilet posture. This might sound odd, but using a small footstool to elevate your knees, like the popular squatty potty, helps align your body in a more natural position. This reduces the need to push and makes the process smoother and safer. Making these 3 changes, more fiber, more fluids, and better toilet posture, can not only help you feel better daily, but also protect your heart when you're most vulnerable. So let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced straining or dizziness during a bathroom visit? If so, don't be embarrassed, you're not alone. Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else avoid a serious health scare. And if this tip helped you, stay tuned. The next habit is something many seniors do right after showering, and it's just as dangerous. Let's move on to habit number 2, and this one might surprise you because it seems so harmless. Standing up too quickly after showering. You've probably felt it before, that sudden wave of dizziness, maybe even a brief blackout or stumble, when you rise from a seat or bend over in the bathroom. Most people shrug it off. But if you're over 60, that moment of lightheadedness could be your body warning you that your heart and circulation are struggling to keep up. Here's what's really happening. When you're sitting or crouching in the shower, your blood pressure stabilizes at a lower level. But the moment you stand up fast, especially in a warm environment like a steamy bathroom, your blood suddenly rushes downward toward your legs. Your heart and blood vessels are supposed to compensate and push blood back up to your brain. But as we age, this response can slow down. The result? A dangerous drop in blood pressure, also known as orthostatic hypotension. For younger people, this drop is usually harmless. But for seniors, it can be risky in 2 ways. First, the lack of blood flow to the brain can cause fainting or serious falls, especially on slippery bathroom floors. And second, your heart must work extra hard to recover that balance, which can put sudden stress on a weakened cardiovascular system. This combination of low blood pressure and heart strain can be dangerous, even fatal in rare cases, if not addressed. But don't worry, you're not powerless here. In fact, a few intentional changes can make a world of difference. First, pause before you rise. If you've been sitting on a shower seat or the edge of a tub, give your body 10 to 15 seconds before fully standing. Just breathe deeply and allow your circulation to catch up. This small pause can prevent that dizzy spell entirely. Second, consider installing stable support. Many seniors feel ashamed or old for needing grab bars. But the truth is, they're a smart tool that protects your independence. A well-placed grab bar near the shower or toilet gives your body something to lean on while transitioning to standing, reducing both the physical strain and the risk of falling. Third, finish your shower with a cool rinse. While this step isn't for everyone, ending your shower with 10 to 20 seconds of cooler water can help tighten your blood vessels and stabilize your circulation before stepping out. These tips aren't just about comfort. They're about protecting your brain, your heart, and your ability to move confidently every single day. You see, aging isn't about doing less. It's about doing things smarter, with care and awareness. So here's a question just for you. Have you ever felt lightheaded or off balance after a shower or while getting ready in the bathroom? If you have, you're definitely not alone. Share your story in the comments below. It helps more than you know. And if you've found a trick that helps you stay steady, tell us. Someone else in our community may need it today. Let's talk about habit number 3, and this one might come as a shock because it feels so good, especially on a cold morning. Taking long, hot showers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that one of life's simple pleasures? And yes, it is. There's nothing like standing under a stream of hot water to relax your muscles, ease stiff joints, and melt away tension. But here's what most people over 60 don't realize. Those long, steamy showers may be silently putting extra pressure on your heart. Here's why. Hot water causes your blood vessels to dilate or widen. That's what gives you that warm, flushed, relaxed feeling. But when your blood vessels dilate too much, especially for too long, your blood pressure can drop significantly. And when that happens, your heart has to work harder and faster to keep blood flowing to your brain and vital organs. For someone with a strong, healthy heart, this isn't usually a problem. But if you're over 60, and especially if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, or an underlying heart condition, this extra strain can become risky. It can leave you feeling weak, dizzy, lightheaded, or worse, it can trigger heart rhythm problems. In fact, some seniors report feeling fine in the shower, only to suddenly feel faint when stepping out. That's not just getting older. It's a signal that your cardiovascular system is struggling to maintain balance. The good news is, you don't have to give up your warm showers altogether. You just need to tweak your routine to make it heart-friendly. First, shorten your shower. Aim for no more than 10 to 15 minutes. That's long enough to relax your body without overloading your system. Set a gentle timer if you tend to lose track of time. Second, dial the temperature down slightly. Your shower should feel warm, not scalding. If your bathroom mirror is completely fogged over or your skin turns red, it's a sign the water's too hot. A moderate temperature still loosens muscles and relieves tension, but it doesn't shock your circulation. Third, pay attention to how you feel during and after your shower. If you feel tired, dizzy, or unusually out of breath after showering, don't ignore it. That's your body sending a message. Make adjustments and talk to your doctor if those symptoms persist. There's a difference between comfort and health. A hot shower might feel good in the moment, but it's not worth compromising your balance, blood pressure, or heart safety. Because here's the truth. Comfort shouldn't come at the cost of your health. Taking care of your heart doesn't always require a massive lifestyle overhaul. Sometimes, it starts with something as simple as adjusting the water temperature and respecting your body's signals. So let me ask you, do you love long, hot showers? Or have you already made the switch to shorter, gentler ones? Share your habits or tips in the comments. Your experience could help someone else make a small change that protects their heart and their independence. Habit number 4, ignoring the morning urge to urinate. Let's talk about something almost everyone does from time to time. Ignoring the urge to urinate first thing in the morning. You might be warm under the covers, not quite ready to face the day, or just want to doze a little longer. So you think, I can hold it. But here's the truth. Holding in that morning urge could be quietly stressing your heart and increasing your risk without you even knowing it. You see, after a full night's rest, your bladder is usually close to full. That fullness creates internal pressure, not just physically, but also biochemically. When your bladder is stretched, your body responds by releasing adrenaline, a hormone meant to wake you up and prepare your body for action. Sounds useful, right? But here's the catch. Increased adrenaline means elevated heart rate and blood pressure. Two things that, when they spike suddenly in the morning, can spell danger for seniors, especially for those already dealing with hypertension, arrhythmias, or cardiovascular conditions. In fact, studies have shown that more heart attacks happen in the early morning hours than at any other time of day. That's when your body is transitioning from rest to activity, and your heart is already working harder to get blood flowing. Add the internal stress of a full bladder, and you're essentially throwing fuel on the fire. What seems like a harmless delay, just lying in bed a bit longer, can trigger a cascade of stress hormones that tip your heart into the danger zone. So what can you do? First, respond to the urge right away. When you feel the signal, don't delay. Even if you're cozy, getting up promptly helps stabilize your system. It allows your body to release pressure and return to balance, safely and naturally. Second, make your path to the bathroom safe. Many seniors hesitate to get up during the night or early morning because they fear tripping in the dark. Install a nightlight pathway from your bed to the bathroom. Motion sensor lights are a great option. They're easy to use and minimize glare. A clear path gives you confidence to respond to your body's needs without risking a fall. Third, listen to your bladder at night, too. If you're waking up and feel the urge, don't ignore it. Some people worry that getting up disrupts their sleep, but in reality, holding it in may stress your body far more than getting up would. Remember, your bladder isn't just about comfort. It's a vital part of your cardiovascular system's overall balance. The longer you hold it, the more your blood pressure rises. And for a heart that may already be working harder with age, that's a hidden danger. Here's something to think about. It's not just about avoiding discomfort. It's about listening to the quiet ways your body asks for care and choosing to act. So let me ask you, do you get up when nature calls? Or do you sometimes ignore the urge in the morning? Let me know in the comments. Your insights and experiences could help someone else realize they're not alone and inspire them to make a safer, healthier change. You know, when we think about heart health, we often imagine big things: doctors, medications, surgeries. But the truth? It's often the smallest habits that quietly shape our future. At 63, I remember thinking, it's too late to change now. But then I started paying attention, not to dramatic overhauls, but to everyday moments. Like how I stood up after a shower, or how long I stayed in hot water, or whether I listened to my body's signals first thing in the morning. And you know what happened? My energy improved. My balance got better. My confidence returned. And for the first time in years, I felt in control, not just of my health, but of my life. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start by caring for the quiet spaces, the bathroom moments, the early mornings, the daily routines that no one sees, but that your heart feels every day. Because after 60, it's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, with intention, with awareness, and with love. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 4 habits surprised you the most? Or have you already made changes to protect your heart? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you found this helpful, tap that like button. It tells YouTube this video matters. And don't forget to subscribe to Better Life After Golden Jubilee for weekly tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and thriving well beyond 60. Because your best years? They're not behind you. They're just beginning. Thanks for watching today, and see you in the next video.